Hello there, it's Anna here and welcome to Little Crochet Farm. Today we are crocheting together one more pattern for the Halloween cats in custom, and it's a pumpkin cat. This pumpkin cat was chosen by the Patreon members, was their ideas, and the next pattern that it's coming for this collection as well was chosen by the Patreon members, and I hope you enjoy as well. For this pattern, you will need a 2mm crocheted hook, sports weight yarn, I'm using cotton, stuffing material, sewing needle, scissors, and black thread for embroidering the face, and the pumpkin. But if you're using safety eyes, the exactly position where you should place them, you can find in the free version of this pattern that it's available on my website. The link is in the description box below this video, as well as in the first comment. Okay? If you don't know it yet, the members of the Halloween Cats in Custom, I invite you to check out my website. There you can find 4 other patterns from the Halloween Cats in Custom. It's very fun, it's super nice, I hope you enjoy. If you want to purchase a printable version to follow along with this YouTube channel, you can find on my Etsy shop and in my Ravelry shop, or you can become a Patreon member, and there, for a small monthly fee, you have access to download the patterns that I publish here on this YouTube channel from the moment you join to my Patreon membership. So, among other perks, so if that sounds interesting to you, check out my Patreon page. I hope you enjoy. We have some fun there. Now, I'm going to move myself to the corner over here, and just before I end up this intro, I would ask you to leave me a like if you like this pattern. It's a nice pattern to crochet. Leave me a comment in the comment box below this video, and consider subscribing to my channel. Maybe I'm asking too much, but these actions help me to reach more people, and I cannot thank you enough for doing these actions, okay? So now let's move on to the corner of the video here, and we'll start crocheting this pumpkin together. Great, so for this pumpkin cat, we will start crocheting the pumpkin, okay? So here inside a magic ring, you will crochet 6 single crochet. If this video is too fast for you, and if you don't know how to make the magic ring, check out the links in the description box below this video. There are video tutorials for every stitch and technique I use to crochet this pattern, alright? So here now I'm working the 6 single crochet inside the magic ring. I always leave the video to go on, so if you don't know how to work the magic ring, you can see it and pretty much here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty much here you can see how it's done, but there is a tutorial with very slow pace showing you all the details on how to work, all right? Now we are moving on for the second round, and for the second round you will work 6 increases, and here you should have a total of 12 stitches. When I'm saying that we will increase, so we are working increases, it means you will work 2 single crochet inside 1 stitch. All right, so we have 6 stitches in this first round, and inside each of those stitches, you will work 2 single crochet. At the end, you should have 12 single crochet, and this is how it should be looking like. Now, before we move on for the third round, I like to show you here that I like to double secure the beginning of my yarn. And how I do this, it's waving in the beginning of the yarn with a tapestry needle inside the first round. All right, I think that it looks very nice. The magic ring looks very tight and it looks neat. So I will be showing you a couple of times here just to remind you that I think for me that's an important step. Now we'll move on for the third round, and here you will work 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times or all the way until the end, and you should have 18 stitches at the end of this round, all right? So here we work the first repetition together, 1 single crochet, and this is my increase, okay? Now you work 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, all the way until the end. And then we will move on for the round number 4, and here you will work again 1 single crochet, 1 increase, but this time you will repeat 9 times or all the way until the end, and you should have a total of 27 stitches. So here 1 single crochet, this is increase, repeat all the way around, and I will catch you up for round number 5. And here, just make sure to count how many stitches you have at the end, so you are right. You are certain that you are right on track. So now here for round number 9, you will work 2 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 9 times or all the way until the end. So here 1, 2, this is my increase, repeat all the way until the end, and I will catch you up for the next round. Now we are working round number 6. You will work 3 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 9 times, and you should have at the end of this round 45 single crochet. Count how many stitches you have. Maybe I will be sounding too repetitive, but it's very important. We can eat up one stitch, like, you know, it's very easy. So here I'm just double checking with you, 3 single crochet, 1 increase. Okay. Now for round number 7, we'll work 4 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 9 times or all the way until the end. All right. And you should have a total here of 54 single crochet. I know maybe it sounds boring to count all the time until, you know, it's too many stitches, but it will save you up a lot of time if you eat some stitches along the way. Okay, now I want to tell you one thing. We will work now these bumps, I don't know how to call this, from the pumpkin, okay? And how we will work here is that we will create tension inside, and that tension will form these bumps around, okay? So here you will work 4 chains, you will skip 8 single crochet, and on the 9th single crochet, you will work a slip stitch, grabbing just the back loop of the stitch, okay? And work a slip stitch. And you see, we have now, like, we have tightened up the detail that we have. So once again, here, 1, 2, 3, and 4 chains. You will skip 8 single crochet from the round, and on the 9th single crochet, you will work on the back loop only a slip stitch. And that's that. You will repeat all the way until the end, okay? You see that we have, like, we are tightening this up, okay? So 4 chains, skip 8 single crochet from the round, and work 1 slip stitch on the 9th stitch of the round here, on the back loop, okay? I think I repeat enough of times. You can go back to the video. I just want to make sure you see, you know what we want here. You work all the way until the end, and look at this. This is how it should be looking like, and this is what we are searching for. We are searching for to create a tension inside of our work here. Now, for the round number 9, we will work a bit different. You will completely ignore what we did before on the previous round, and you will work just single crochet. So how we are doing this here? You will work 8 single crochet in those single crochet that you skip, and then you will work 1 single crochet in that single crochet that you work, grabbing just the back loop, right? So you have the front loop remaining outside here. I will show you now. So you have now the front loop that is remaining outside, and you will work a single crochet there, okay? And that's it. We are not increasing, decreasing, nothing. We are making sure that these rounds that we worked previously are staying inside of the toy and is not going to be seen outside, okay? So you work 8 single crochet, and then on that single crochet that you work grabbing just the back loop, you will grab just the front loop, the remaining front loop, and you work a single crochet there. And this is how it should be looking like once you finished. And I will give you a break. You will work just round 10 and 11, 54 single crochet. Huh? You see, there is no explanation here. I hope you understood clearly what it is that we are doing here. We are creating belts inside that will tighten and will create these bumps. So we don't need to work like many patterns that I see on the internet that you do it later, you know, with the yarn outside, which is fine. But for these toys, I want to make it like this. Now, for round A, you will repeat round, okay, again, you will repeat round 8 to 11, okay, 2 more times, which means you will work the belt round. So chain 4, skip 8, 1 back loop slip stitch, chain 4, skip 8, 1 back loop slip stitch. This is what I'm doing right now, right? So here let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On the next one, we grab just the back loop and we work a slip stitch. And then after that, you will work that other round that we are working just single crochet, but when we arrive on the stitch that is remaining the front loop, you will work a single crochet grabbing just the front loop, okay? And then you'll work 2 more rounds just with 54 single crochet, very simple, very easy, okay? I will keep showing you here my progress, so we make sure that you are seeing and your toy is it's looking like mine. So here, just finish repeating the first time. So we are working here 2 more rounds, right? 2 more times. We are repeating round 8 to 11 2 times. So here I'm showing you that I did the first repetition. And now I did the second repetition. So inside, you can see here that we should have these 3 rounds of chains facing inside of the toy and creating this tension, right? Now, we will stop here to add stuffing material inside these bumps from the pumpkins. I think it's easier if we stop here and add this stuffing material, then later on when we are starting to decrease, because we have these chains in between. So adding stuffing material when the toy starts to close is much harder. So stop here, add like this in every bump, okay? And then later on you can add a little bit in the middle, all right? The middle is easy to of course, to attach, to add stuffing material. All right, what we are doing here now is, once again, we are creating the belt. So we are repeating here actually just round 8 and 9, because we will start decreasing after that. And we want to make sure that we have some room here to work. So here you will repeat again the round with the belts. So you'll work 4 chains, skip 8 single crochet, do 1 slip stitch on the 9th stitch, and then you will work again 8 single crochet, 1 front loop single crochet, and that's it. You know, we will not do those extra 2 rounds with just 54 single crochet. So you will repeat only round 8 and 9. Okay, you can stop and add stuffing material. And now we can breathe a little bit because it starts to be easy. We are working just the decreases here. For round number 22, you will work 4 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 9 times or all the way around, and you should have 45 single crochet here. I said round 22 because after working all of this repetition, there is where you should reach. You should reach on round 22. So we are stopped on round 21, which was the 54 single crochet, but working the 8 single crochet and then the front loop single crochet. And that was round 21. So because I say like repeat round this, repeat round that, when we calculate of all of that, you should be in round 22. I'm talking a lot, but I hope you understand everything. Now we are moving on for round 23. You will work 3 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat all the way around. And here I just wanted to show you what I didn't, because I was talking like a gossip girl. The invisible decrease is what we work for Amigurumi crochet toys. It's when you grab just the front loop of the next 2 stitches and then you proceed with your single crochet. If you don't know how to work the invisible decrease for Amigurumi crochet toys, there is a video tutorial only showing you how that is done. But here it's just basically like that. Just the front loop of the next 2 stitches and you continue with your single crochet. Now we are moving on for the next round. Here you will work 2 single crochet, 1 decrease, and repeat all the way until the end. All right, we are now closing here the toy. And let's move on here for round number 25. You will work 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 9 times, and you should have a total of 18 stitches at the end of this round. And I'm gonna grab a sip of my coffee here. My daughter is not sleeping very well lately. Her teeth, it's growing. So I have no time for sleeping and I need to shoot videos and work a little bit. So yeah, this is my opportunity to shut up. And now we will work a color change, okay? So here we are changing to the color that you choose to work your cat. I chose to work with this cream light beige yarn. And for round 26, you will work 18 back loop slip stitch. Okay, so here you will grab just the back loop of the stitch and you will work 18 back loop slip stitch with the new color, the color that we are using to work the cat. Now we are starting to crochet the head of our cat, okay? Before we continue, you can cut the pumpkin collar and we can tie a simple knot here. It's simple, it doesn't need nothing fancy or pretty. We will hide it inside. And you can continue working your back loop slip stitch all the way around, and I will catch you up here for the next round. Okay, this is how it should be looking like. It's so cute, it's pretty. I will work a video tutorial only about this pumpkin. I think it looks very nice. We can finish adding stuffing material here, if you haven't yet, and move on for the next round. So here for round 27, we will work in the remaining front loop. So you are familiar with that, right? Of the remainings of the front loops, of the loops of the stitches. So here you will work one increase, one single crochet, okay? Repeat all the way around. We are working in the remaining front loop of the previous round. This way, the round that we crochet with the back loop slip stitch will be again inside of the toy. If you're familiar with my website, with my website as well and with my YouTube channel, you know that I like to work with these hidden rounds that it's inside of the toys because I think it creates nice effect. In this case, we are working a nice sharp edge between the pumpkin and the head, okay? So here I want to show you that we are working the remaining front loop. So it's the one in orange or the color of the pumpkin. And once you've finished working one increase, one single crochet, one increase, one single crochet, we are moving for round 28. Where you will work 4 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have 36 stitches here at the end of the round. So here I'm working the first repetition with you. It's basic, it's simple, you know, let's just move here a little bit faster. And this is my increase, great. So I forgot to add my one, so this is increase, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't live life dangerously. Add your stitch marker because it's so easy to get lost. Okay, so now let's work the next round. We repeat all the way around and let's work the next round. And here you can see pretty well the chains from the slip stitch from the round before inside of the toy. Okay, that's unimportant. I'm just saying. Round 29, you will work 5 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have a total of 42 stitches at the end of this round. So now let's work the first repetition together. And then we'll work all the way around and I will catch you up. I think I'm drinking too much coffee. I have the feeling that I am like faster today. Okay, so here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is my increase. Repeat all the way around. And now we will arrive here. For the next round, you will work 6 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 6 times, and you should have 48 stitches at the end of this round. And I will sip my coffee while we are working the 6 single crochet. This is literally the size of my coffee. Yeah, Mama needs a coffee. She's waking up at 5:30. Which is fine. She was waking up at 5:30 before in her life as well, but just I got used to wake up at 6:30 later on, and she's not sleeping through the night like she usually does. Okay, now for round 31 to 37, we will work 48 single crochet, okay? So here you just work 48 single crochet. I don't need to keep talking. You can stop this video, finish all of your rounds, and I will catch you up here for the next rounds when we'll start decreasing the head of this cat, okay? Ta-da! YouTube videos are so simple, right? It's done. Now let's work here decreases. So for round 38, you will work 6 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 6 times, and you should have 42 stitches at the end of this round. So once again, here we are working with invisible decrease, okay? So invisible decrease is when you grab just the front loop of the stitch of the next two stitches, like I'm doing here right now, and you proceed with your single crochet, okay? Remember to check out the links in the description box below this video. There are video tutorials to help you out, or you can also leave me a comment in the comment box below. Moving on here for round 39, you will work 5 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 6 times, and you should have 36 stitches at the end of this round. So again, very simple, very easy, great opportunity to sip a coffee. I think I'm done. I'm the type of person who like to drink coffee extremely warm. It needs to be like hot, not warm. And now it's not that much, so I will leave off that. All right, well, now let's move on. For round number 40, we'll work 4 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 6 times, and we should have 30 single crochet at the end of this round. My daughter is now outside with her dad. They like to go to feed the swans in the lake, and she loves that. She really loves to feed the birds, the swans. Repeat all the way around. Let's move on here now for round 41. You'll work 3 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 6 times, and you should have a total of 24 stitches at the end of this round. You know, I will go check if I'm recording. I always have the feeling that I'm not. Yes, I am. Yay! So if I'm not sipping a coffee, I'm getting out of the camera. Ta-da! I'm back. For round 42, you will work 2 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 6 times, and you should have 18 stitches at the end of this round. You know, I'm alone in this business. I'm the only one who does everything. So I create, I design, I edit, I shoot, I do everything. And sometimes I already caught myself, we will stop here for adding stuff in material, so you don't need my explanations here. Yes, and what I wanted to say is that it happened a couple of times actually that I am shooting and then I shoot a full tutorial, and then when I check my camera, I wasn't recording. Really? Okay, for round now 43, and is the last round of the head. You will work 1 single crochet, 1 decrease, repeat 6 times, and you should have 12 stitches at the end of the round. And here is where we will stop. Okay, so I like to stop my crochet toys with 12 stitches because I think that's how it looks neat for me. And how we will fasten this off is we'll grab just the front loop of the stitch. Okay, so you can grab all the front loop of the stitches here. So we'll have 12 single crochet, you grab 12 front loop of the stitch. And once you grab all the front loop, you can pull this yarn tight and it will close the toy. Okay, now I will wave in this tail inside here of my toy, making sure that this is very tight. But you don't worry if it's not super neat, the top of your cat's head, because we will have a couple of details on top. All right, now we will start crocheting here the ears of this cat. And here you see that I'm working with a contrast color. Okay, so inside the magic ring, you will work 4 single crochet. And we will go slow here with the ear because it's a small detail. I know that it's a small 1, 2, 3, 4 amount of stitches. So I want to make sure that you understand everything and it's everything nice and explained nice for you. So here we'll work 4 single crochet, right? Now for the second round, you will work 1 increase, 1 single crochet, and then you will repeat this one more time. 1 increase, 1 single crochet. So you have 4 stitches in the beginning of the round, and you should have 6 stitches once you finish here. And now remember, I say that I would repeat this a couple of times. Let's double secure the beginning of this tail to make sure that the ear will remain nice, tight and close, and it will not go anywhere. Okay, it will not unravel at all, but it's just that it will not loosen up, you know. And let's continue here. Let's move on for my repetitions here. So it's 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet. Here I'm using the contrast color. So we are working with the darker cream or light brown. I don't know what to call this. And you see I made the ears a bit different from another. Oh, this is important. When you're working with a small detail, your stitches tend to get tight and push the wrong side out. So you just need to organize the stitches a little bit, okay, and put them the right side out. So now we are working here 1 increase, 2 single crochet. So you repeat again 2 times and you should have 8 stitches at the end of this round. So I'm working here slowly and I'm working with you all this detail until the detail is a bit bigger. So I can just say like repeat all the way around and I will move on. So this tutorial is not like 5 hours size. Nobody would watch that. Okay, now that you reach at the end of this round, we will work a color change. So this is the ear that we are working, right? The right side. So we will work a color change because for the next round, we will work with the light cream and then we'll work a color change again and then a color change again. Okay, that's optional to you. I think it just looks cute. So for the round number 4, you will work 1 increase, 3 single crochet, repeat 2 times, and you should have 10 stitches at the end of this round. So if you want to just put one color, do it. If you want to do it like mine, do it. And you see that here I did with different... this cat have different colors for the ears. One that it's not the same one. Words are just flying away from my head. Okay, now let's work here color change again. For the next round, round number 5, you will work 1 increase, 4 single crochet, repeat 2 times, and you should have 12 stitches here at the end of this round. So now once again we are working with a dark cream and then we'll change a color again, but then it's the last round, so you don't need to be mad at me that I'm making you change a lot of colors, or you just do differently, do half, you know, I don't know. It's nice when you put your also characteristics. Maybe your cat has different ears than this one. So for round number 6, you will work 1 increase, 1 increase, 5 single crochet, and you repeat all the way around, and you should have a total of 12 stitches at the end of this round, and then it's when we will stop. Okay, so let's work here the first repetition, work all the way around, and I will catch you up then. All right, now we are done. You can cut this yarn and give a tight knot, and then we'll hide the remaining yarn inside of this ear. And here you can leave a little bit of tail for sewing later, all right? So just bring this tail here to the back side because I think it looks nicer and neater when we start sewing. And like this one, you make another one, you can make the same one, or you can swipe the colors, you know, and make a little bit different. So that's what I did here, and I think it looks nice. Ta-da! Let's move on. Now I will start crocheting here the legs of this cat. So, oh, he is already on the legs. And the legs I did the same, you know, I did not go creating other things. So we will start again with the magic ring and 6 single crochet inside the magic ring. So let's work here. I trust that now you master the art of the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I always like to make sure that I have the right amount, but maybe I'm just counting the first round rather than the rest. For the second round, we will work 6 increases and you should have a total of 12 stitches. Yeah, it's because when you start crocheting so much toys, you can just put your eyes and you see like, huh, so we are here. You don't lose, you know how many stitches you have, you know if you are right on track. So if you're not there yet, you will reach there, and that's why this YouTube channel is here for you, and that's why I'm here for you. I want to make sure that you understand everything and that you learn everything as clear as possible, all right? For round number 3 and 4, just 12 single crochet. So here, piece of cake, all right? Work your repetitions here, and I will catch you up for the next color change. One thing very important, there is a video tutorial here just about 3 different ways to change colors in crochet toys. 4 different ways, the most used ways of changing colors in crochet toys. Majority of the time for this YouTube channel, I use the easiest method, you know. Here I just want to mention this because there is 2 rounds in one same video. You will work then with a dark brown, 1 round, and with a light brown, another round. It's just that it's a lot of the same. I don't want to keep like repeating. So you will work 1 more round in brown, 1 more round in cream, and that's that. It's very easy. And like this one, you will work 2, okay? What I was saying about the color change is check out the link in the description of this video. There are a video tutorial about the 4 most common ways to change color in crochet toys. The second one is my favorite and is the one that I use the most when I'm crocheting for myself. But for this channel, I just work with the simplest one, which is the method 1. Sometimes I will do the method 2 on the video when it's like easier, when it's just 1 color change or something like this. But in majority of the time, you will see that I do the most basic one. So here I kept talking, what a news. But for the first round, you will work 6 single crochet inside the magic ring, things that you already know. For the second round, you will work 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat all the way around, which is 2 times. Wait, you will work 2 single crochet, 1 increase. Yes, because we should have 8 stitches at the end of this round. So 2 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat all the way around, and you should have 6 single crochet. You see here, I just organized my stitch because the tension, as I told you before, when we were crocheting the ears, it tends to be crawling outside. So we just organize nice here. And for round number 3, you will work 8 single crochet, and then we will start having color changes. Ta-da! Okay, so now we are working a color change here, and once again you will work round number 4, just 8 single crochet. We are not increasing or decreasing anything here. So we'll work 8 single crochet, and then for the next 2 rounds you will work 8 single crochet again, but in cream. I will show you here now. For round 5 and 6 you will work 8 single crochet. And then we will work a color change again, and in cream. Oh, so this I'm not saying anything. So for round number 7, you will work another color change with the dark brown, and you work 8 single crochet again. So now for round number 8, you will work a color change. So we are again back on the light color, and we are crocheting the sides together, closing the arms, which means you will work 4 single crochet. So this is what it goes. You have 8 single crochet in your round, right? So when you fold it like this, when you flatten them, you have 4 stitches in one side, 4 stitches on the other side, and you will work 4 single crochet, closing the sides together. So crocheting the 2 stitches that it's facing each other like this together, okay? Like I did it here. The first 2 stitches might be tight to take because they are like this, but then is that, ta-da! It's done. The second one. Okay, now we work the tail here. And of course, I need to put a color change here because why not? But just the tip of the tail here is in the dark brown, and it's very easy here. This tail is just a small detail, so it might be a little bit, you know, not super nice to crochet. I mean, some people don't like smaller details. I went faster here because again, we'll start with a single crochet with a magic ring and with 6 single crochet magic ring, the thing that you already know. And for the next round here, you'll work 6 single crochet. So once again, you'll work 6 single crochet on top of this 6 single crochet that you work inside the magic ring, okay? And I'd like to double secure the beginning of my yarn, and this is what I wanted to show you here before we continue crocheting this tail. And now I will continue with the repetition here before we move on for the next rounds where we are going to change color, okay? So now we are working a color change, and it's with this cream that we will continue working all the way until the end, all right? So now for round 3 to 15, you will work 6 single crochet and that's it, okay? So now we can cut this yarn. You can give a normal knot. Sometimes the words just go around. Okay, so here now let's work just 6 single crochet, all like giving all the sides here of the tail. So for round 3 to 15, you'll work just 6 single crochet. Here I go counting in my head, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, when I'm working the single crochet. All right, once we reach the end, you will work 3 single crochet here, again closing this detail. So like the same thing that you did with the arms, you'll do it here with the tail again. So you have 6 single crochet in total. When you flatten this, you have 3 in one side, 3 on the other side, and you will work here 3 single crochet, crocheting those stitches together, closing the tail, okay? And I do this because it's so much easier to sew the detail once you just like resume all of these many stitches, you know. All right, now we start with the fun part. It's when we will assembling this toy, okay? So here first we'll start sewing the ears. And how we do this here is you will grab 1 stitch from the head and 1 stitch from the ear, okay? So one thing that I always like to mention here is you have 12 stitches in total around the ear, right? So you should grab 12 stitches. It seems so obvious, but I know that sometimes it's hard for you to see the stitches and you end up like skipping 1 stitch, and then at the end it looks odd, the sewing, and you don't know why it looks odd. It might be because you skip a stitch. That happens, you know. So count that you should do 12 repetitions, so which means you will grab 12 stitches, okay? So 1 stitch from the head, 1 stitch from the head. The exactly position where I'm sewing this is in the written pattern that you can find on my website. You can check that out. So here I just wanted to show you here how to sew it. And this is very important. Bring the remaining tail outside of 1 stitch, both tails outside of the same stitch, give a very tight knot, cut this yarn and hide the remains inside of the toy. I like to do this because my daughter likes to grab the toys like this, you know, and play with the toys like this. So we make sure that this, nothing that you're assembling here, nothing that you're sewing here will go anywhere. So it's nice. And I will repeat this a couple of times here. Now we are sewing the legs. So it's the same thing. You have 12 stitches in this leg, right? So you need to grab 12 stitches. Here, what I like to do is I don't sew all the way around I sew halfway without stuffing material. Once I'm about to finish, I add the stuffing material. Otherwise, you'll just be grabbing stuffing material and it's an endless fight because the stuffing material keeps coming outside and you keep pushing the stuffing material inside, you know. So just close a little bit, you know, and then a little bit over. So if you have 12 stitches, so 8, you know, and then you add stuffing material and then you proceed to crochet to sew the remaining 4 stitches you have. Count how many stitches. Here what we are doing is we are sewing exactly in the middle of the pumpkin, you know, that's it. It's not a big deal, but again, there is the position, you know, I like to add the position on the written pattern, all right? Now we are crocheting the arms, and you see here that I like to fasten. I did not mention this before. I like to fasten with pins just to make sure that nothing here is moving around. I did with the legs. Now I'm doing again with the arms. And when you're sewing the arms, just see like if it's nice on the same line here as the legs, okay? And it's very simple. Here you have just 3 stitches to sew, not 4 stitches you have in the arms to sew. Always bring the tail outside in the same stitch, give a very tight knot, cut and hide the remaining inside of the toy. I'm showing here because I forgot to do that with the legs, you know, and now that I was sewing arms, I realized that I forgot. So that's it. Once you finish sewing the arms, it's just 4 stitches. It's always the same thing. 1 stitch from the detail, 1 stitch from the body, okay? I like to embroider the eyes of my toys. And how I do this is extremely easy. With a thread, a black thread I'm using here, you will work just straight lines with the size of 1 stitch. So work a bunch of straight lines until you have a round eye. Until you achieve the size that you want, until it looks nice the way that you want. So I like to embroider the eyes of my toys. If you're using safety eyes, you can find the exactly position where you should place them on the free version of the pattern on my website. But here, I just want to show you here how I do. So once we finish the first one, we move on for the second one. And with the same thread here, we will work the whiskers, okay? So it's just 3 of them on the side of the eye. It's very simple and very easy. And I'm just working 1 line like this. I don't work like repetitions because I think it gets thick. So it's just 1. And you work 3 of them. So 1 is a straight, 1 go, 1 round up, 1 go, 1 round down. There is no mystery here. Very simple. All right? Look at this toy. It's already looking very nice. It's like now we start adding details, right? You can stop at any point here. Like you don't need to add this many details as I did. It's already looking very nice, but like we are going to embroider a little nose and that's very simple. So I grab a light pink yarn here and we will do 2 lines, okay? That's it, very simple. And then we will once again bring this yarn outside to the same stitch that you bring the yarn inside, give a tight knot, cut that and hide inside of the toy. That's very simple, okay? We haven't yet sewed the tail because I like to do all of the embroidery first and then sew the tail, all right? For no reason at all. I think it's for grabbing, I don't know. Okay, now we're gonna give some details on the head of this cat. And again, super basic. So now I'm crocheting here 10 chains, okay? And that's that. Work 10 chains in 1 and you make another one with, you make 2 more actually. So it's 3 that we are working here. So 1 with 12 chains and 2 other with 10. So the middle one is longer and the side ones are shorter, okay? And now here, we are going to just fasten this, like to give a knot, so you're not sewing the chains. So you bring this yarn inside of the stitch from the size like this, you see? And you just give a tight knot. So you leave the chain is loose, like you're not sewing each chain, you're just giving a very tight knot with the beginning of the yarn and the ending of the yarn, give a tight knot and hide it inside. Okay, and now that we finish with these details, we will sew the tail. And the tail is very basic to sew. I will not take too much time here because once again, you have just 3 stitches to sew in the ending here of the tail. So I will move on because once again, I tell you here, you will grab 1 stitch from the detail, 1 stitch from the pumpkin, and that's it. And once you're done, I will also work here 1 stitch in the middle, just to make sure that this tail, I want the tail to be leaving outside here. So I don't want the tail to be hanging. I want it to stay so we can see when we are looking from the front of this pumpkin cat. Okay, so that's that. And once you're done, you can just fasten this off. I bring the yarn down here to the leg and I wave in to the leg because it's the same color, so it makes to stay tight. Now we are working this little hat, so that's optional to you if you want to work the little hat or not. And for the hat, we will work for the first round 4 single crochet inside the magic ring. Okay, so here you work the hat is the tip of the pumpkin. Okay, so we'll work 4 single crochet. Let's close this tight. And for the next round, for the round number 2, the second round, we will work again 4 single crochet. Okay? It's a very tiny and small detail. It's super fast to crochet, but it's tiny. So let's move slow here together. So here I'm working the next 4 single crochet with you, and then we'll work a color change. I don't know if you heard, my daughter just came back from feeding the swans, and she came straight here, but my husband closed the door. All right, so now let's move on here. We are almost done. I will go up and check on her, and she will tell me in her bubbling language, you know how it was. Okay, you see here the tension of the yarn, it's crawling outside. So let's organize this stitch and bring all of this stitch here to the outside of the toy, okay? To the outside of the detail. See how it changed the shape. That's what I meant when we are working small details, that the stitch, it's so, the tension of the stitch is very tight. For the next round here, we will work a color change because we did a small tip of the pumpkin. Let's call it like that because it's that we are working. And we will change color to the color you are crocheting your pumpkin. And move on for the next round. So here for round number 3, you will work 4 increases and you should have a total of 8 stitches. So what we are doing here is we are increasing 4 stitches. So work 4 increases here all the way around. So 1 increase, 1 increase, 1 increase, 1 increase. And you should have 8 stitches at the end of this round. And then I will see you for the next round. All right, for the next round here, we will work 1 single crochet, 1 increase, repeat 4 times or all the way until the end, and you should have 12 stitches at the end of this round. So we are working here the round number 4, and that's that. This is the last round we will work. It's a small detail, it's just a tiny little something here for this cat, okay? All right, and once you're done, this is how it should be looking like. And I want to show you here that I crochet one with the brown and I crochet another one with the green, okay? And I end up using the green one because I think it looks nicer. It gave a nice contrast, you know, so I work with the green. You can choose which color you want. Now we will move on here to sew this detail on top, and again it's a lot of the same. So you grab 1 stitch from the pumpkin, 1 stitch from the head. Here is just a little bit different because you bring the yarn inside 1 stitch and out, and you bring the yarn up inside 1 stitch and down on the other stitch. And that's it. Look at this cat, so cute. You can stop here, but my husband said that this cat wasn't scary enough, so I should make more scary. So I decided to embroider the pumpkin, you know, the Halloween pumpkin face on this pumpkin. And it's very basic, you know, this is what I'm saying you here. 1 triangle here, 1 triangle here, and the mouth like this. So I am not the queen of the embroidery, you know, I do my best. My thing is crochet toys. I need to evolve my embroidery skills, but I just want to fast show you here that inside of the small bumps, I embroider 2 triangles, and then I went down for the mouth, and then I end up in the nose because it was central. And one thing that I positioned here, it was this bump, 1 bump in the middle of the cat face, you know. So when I decide to embroider this cat, I decided that this will be in the central position. So we have like the 2 inside bumps here facing in front, which is exactly where you will embroider the triangle of your pumpkin, Halloween pumpkin, okay? And that's it. We arrive at the end of this crochet pattern. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and I hope this was nice for you. And if you like this pattern and if you have fun crocheting this pattern, consider giving me a like on this YouTube channel. Leave me a comment in the comment box below and consider subscribing. All of these actions help me to reach more people and I appreciate you very much for doing so. Okay, I will see you next week with the next pattern. Bye!